What up guys, Leak Guy here. Hope you had a great summer, got out, did lots of wonderful things, traveled around, but now that the summer's over, it's time to start getting back into margin trading, stacking BTC. That's what we love to do. So all year I've been using a really great new exchange. They've become a part of my daily driver now. Didn't want to really do a review on them until I was sure that they were really what they said they were, but you know, I'm talking about Bybit. Is Bybit the Bitmex killer? It looks exactly like Bitmex. It operates just like Bitmex. It has really no lag issues, but we'll get into all that. Let's just start out. I mean, check out their Twitter feed. They run contests all the time. They're getting really popular. Take a look at this. This is a volume list of futures markets, shows the daily volume. I mean, they've hit number 4 now. They're getting close to that coveted 1 billion at 24-hour daily volume. Why are they getting so popular? I think it's obvious. They have this welcome trading bonus sort of set up. So they'll give you $10 just for making an account and trying their system. No deposit needed, and you receive the bonus as soon as you confirm your account. The trading profits can be withdrawn, so you can actually withdraw what you profit. You can't just make an account and get $10. That would be ridiculous. But they also extend it, and if you deposit just a little bit, 0061, they'll be essentially match it, so you get $50 in that bonus. So I mean, I think that this is why they're growing so fast. But how is the platform? The platform is interesting. First thing I'll tell you is that, and there's very few futures markets on the internet that do this, you can margin trade natively in these 4 currencies: BTC, ETH, EOS, and XRP. So that's unique. I can't think of many others where you can do that. I think Bitfinex, Kraken might be the only others, but yeah. So Bybit's interesting. I've written about Bybit before as the top alternative to Bitmex, and I think that they're really giving them a run for their money. Wow, that is a absolutely sick deal, guys. They might not even be running this deal when you see this video. I don't know of any other futures market that's running a promotion like this. So if they are still running it, you might want to pause the video, look in the description of this video. In the description, there'll be a link to create your account. Use that link just to make sure you're going to get it, and click latest promotions. And hopefully they're still running this deal, guys. It's really wonderful, great way for you to kind of dip your toe in the water. Right, I'm going to do things a bit differently, guys. A lot of people are just looking for what's good about the exchange, so I'm going to do that right at the beginning of the video. I mentioned the trading bonuses. It's such a sick deal. I'll get on that. One thing I really like, Bybit is legally structured in the BVI, British Virgin Islands, which is where a lot of these types of businesses, which you could almost consider gambling, right? A lot of the online casinos, those guys are also have their legal structure there, and they're headquartered in Singapore, which I really like, because Singapore is like the fintech rails of the world. So they've got great regulations there for Singapore. So I think longevity wise, they're really safe. They've got a gorgeous and familiar UI. It looks like Bitmex. It acts like Bitmex. We're going to get into that next. I mentioned that you can trade BTC, ETH, XRP, and EOS in their native cryptocurrencies, which is really unique and awesome. Lightning fast trades. It's true. So this is the most important thing, really. They've got an advanced matching engine which they write about extensively on their blog, but essentially they claim 100,000 transactions per second. In my testing, I haven't noticed any issues with types of errors that you would happen during times of heavy volatility. The trades just work. They've got limited KYC. Everybody can make an account on Bybit except for the USA, Singapore, and Quebec in Canada. But other than that, you're good to go. VPNs obviously might be able to help you there as well. They've got, this is really important too, they're less susceptible to wick situations or high volatility situations like you often see on Bitmex. So you're probably not going to get wicked out of a position if you use Bybit. That's really awesome. And the reason for that is because with their mark price, the way they calculate their mark price based on other spot markets, if they see a huge fluctuation in price on Kraken within their index, it'll discount that until things sort of level out. They write about it on their blog. You can check it out. But I've noticed during these situations that they weren't susceptible to wick liquidations. The system encourages stop loss take profit at the time of order. We'll get into that. Here's another super important point: the fees. So guess what? It's exactly the same as Bitmex. market orders or takers, they're going to pay 0.075% on each trade, whereas market makers or limit orders, which you should always be placing, you actually get paid to trade here. So you'll receive 0.025% on each trade. So the fees exactly the same. Awesome support. We'll get into that. It's very simple. They use Zendesk for that. Works great, and they've got a really robust and awesome trading API. So bring your bots. Also, the last thing, the website looks great on mobile. I haven't had any problems trading from my iPhone or an Android device. All right, guys, let's jump right in. The best way for me to show you Bybit is to actually just start trading with it. It looks just like Bitmex, doesn't it? Wow, so that's familiar. All right, so you've got your limit and market orders, and then your conditional orders. Conditional orders are like, you can find those useful for getting out of a position or even scaling in. But if you take a look at your market order, of course, you know how that works. You're always going to pay that taker fee. You want to avoid these types of orders. Try and place limit orders as much as possible. I'm going to show you a killer feature here. Well, here's one killer feature. If you click anywhere within this price, the order book here, you can. This will automatically be filled in. I love that. It's such a simple thing, but I mean, it just helps typing, especially when you're trying to do something quick. Like right here, price seems to be dropping. Let's see if we can get a limit order in that gets filled at 81.48. So I type in 81.48 for the price. For the quantity, let's do $1,000. So you can see in my account, I've only got, I don't know, around $500. So this trade will be placed on margin, which means I'll be facing a liquidation price. If I get liquidated, I'll lose everything in my account. So something to keep in mind when you're margin trading, but I think you already know that or you wouldn't be here. Let's keep it reasonable. Let's just do a 5x trade. So go ahead and click buy long. All right, so here's my secondary order screen, which I really like because it just shows you everything. Most important thing, estimated liquidation price right there. So if the price, I'm taking a long, so if the price does go down to 6,818, I will lose everything in my account. Shows that I'm 5x, and it shows the order cost. So very, very handy. Let's go ahead. Oh, this is important. Every trader should be placing a take profit and a stop loss. It's just a great way to trade. It's the way you should be trading. You should plan out every trade to every detail. So if I want to take profit at, let's say, I don't know, 9,000, I think I can get there. It'll show me my profit. So I'll make 0.1 plus BTC on that trade. Let's put in my stop loss. Well, if it gets below 8,000, I want out. So 7,990. Shows what I would lose. Not too bad. So it really helps you to plan out your trades. Let's go ahead and confirm that. All right, so that order's been placed. Looks like just in time. I'm going to show you something else that's awesome. Watch this. Oh, I can move my orders around right on the chart. Oh, wow. That is just, it's a necessary feature. I was so overjoyed when I saw that they added this. They just added this a few days ago, so I'm overjoyed with that feature being there. I'll show you why it's so powerful. Let's just put in another order at, I don't know, 81.43. Well, it's not much lower, but just to demonstrate, go ahead and buy long. Same familiar secondary screen here. I'm not going to bother putting in my take profit and stop loss, but let's go ahead and confirm that. See that? And I can move these around. So useful. This is useful for dollar cost averaging into a position, and it's just really, really handy. I'm so glad it's there. One thing I'll show you quickly here is that you see this active orders pane. Here's my positions. I don't have one yet, but I've got these two active orders down here. You can edit them here too as well. The quantity, right? You can edit the price just by moving it around. Oh yeah, I'll point this out too. You can adjust these to your liking, of course. Very familiar to Mex also. Right guys, I had a terrible time trying to get these orders to trigger. I ended up coming back to it a little bit later, but they have triggered. And I just want to show you here what happens. My stop loss automatically gets set here at 79.90. My take profit order automatically gets set here at 9,000, and woo, I can move them around, which I love. Okay, so the first thing you're going to notice once an order has been placed, that you're going to have this position panel show up, which shows you the quantity, 2,000 contracts or 2,000 USD, the order value, 0.24 Bitcoin, which is a lot more than I had in my account, right? 5x. 8104 is my entry price, the all-important liquidation price. If the price goes to 67.82, the mark price, not the price you see here, but the mark price, which is here. If this price goes down to 67.82, my account will be liquidated. So that's how that works. This shows the available margin I have with the position. This shows your P&L. This is what you're going to be staring at constantly, your profit and loss. So we have a slight profit, $1.94. And this handy little bit here, this is really handy. This shows you your take profit and your stop loss, which we just discussed. So I moved my take profit, so it's now at 84.51. So it's been moved. If I move it further, it'll adjust there. So 83.26, and that's just wonderful. You can adjust that as you see fit, and that's pretty much it. This is taking a long position. Of course, taking a short position is everything I just showed you, but the opposite. Instead of buying long, you'll sell short. Everything just works pretty much in reverse that way. Let's see, what else can I show you? I guess the last thing to show you would be if you want to change which asset you're trading in. That's done right here. So we're speculating in BTC, but like I said, you could trade in the native currencies here, Ethos and XRP. Actually here, guys, I don't plan on holding this position open anyway, so let me just show you how the panic button works. If you're in a situation where you just want to get out of the position immediately, execute the order immediately against the book and pay that taker fee, it's just right here, the market button. So that's your panic button. Let's just show you how that works. Submit position close order. We'll cancel all the TPSL you set. Confirm, yes. And just like that, we are out of the position. And that's how that works. So yeah, guys, that's Bybit. Is it the Bitmex killer? It's pretty darn close. It's pretty good. I didn't have any issues with it. Fast, responsive, not a lot of slippage, improving every day, lots of great contests, solid company. Give them a try. I mean, they're willing to pay you to try the platform. Like I said, if you're going to make an account, use the link in the description, click onto their promos and create an account, and you should get that $10 immediately in your account. So guys, I hope you do well. Good luck in your trading and stack them sats.